So if you want to get selected in Google Summer of Code next year, make sure you watch this video. I will share my top 2 tips that helped me in getting selected in my first year of university. Now, before I get started, I want to share that we are running a week-long hackathon next week. It's called Backend Reloaded. So you're going to learn how to build backend systems using open source AI tools like Moshia. We're giving away $3,000 in cash, lots of prizes to be won, GSoC mentorship, a lot of swag, and over 50% people who are taking part are first timers. So you're going to learn a lot and you're going to build a lot. So if you have not yet gotten into backend development, make sure you check it out. There's going to be a lot of fun and you're going to learn a lot of amazing things, and you're going to get a chance to win $3,000 in cash as well, which is a decent amount. So the links you can find on vmakedevs.org, or I'll leave it in the somewhere in the links below as well, but just go to vmakedevs and you'll find it. Okay, so Google Summer of Code. So for those of you who don't know, Google Summer of Code is a program by Google which promotes open source contributions. It's not just for university students, I think anyone can take part now, but I would encourage you to check the rules website. I did GSoC in my freshman year and then I was a mentor, but it's been a few years. So some of the open source organizations, like top open source organizations, are going to apply to GSoC. They get selected. And then the students or the individuals like us, we apply to the organizations. And then the organizations are like, okay, I'm going to select this person, I'm going to select this person. So the person who gets selected works with the organization, let's say Red Hat Middleware or PyTorch or NumPy or whatever. They work with that organization for a period of 3 months, I think over the summer, and they get like a hefty stipend for it as well. I think $3,000, $5,000, I don't know, check it on the website, it's not important. And that's it. And then you get to work with the mentors. It's like an online internship sort of a thing, but it's not an internship because you're not an intern at Google. You're even not an intern at that organization, but it's kind of like an internship. There's not official title that is internship. It's like an educational program, like the MLH fellowship. So that's that. And gotten quite popular. A lot of people take part. A lot of people from all over the world take part. Thousands of students, obviously quite competitive, which is kind of ironic because it's not the open source spirit. But anyway, I'm just going to share with you how you can get started. All the legal bits and everything you can find on the website, like the timeline and everything. So I'll share with you 2 things about some tips, like 2 tips that will help you get selected. And the third tip I'll share with you is how to make your Google Summer of Code proposal. So you have to make a proposal and the mentor will accept your proposal, the maintainers of the project, and then you start working with the organization. Okay, tip number 1, start early, very important. You can literally get started right now. When I started contributing, I didn't even know what Google Summer of Code is. I just started contributing because I met someone at a meetup and they're like, oh, you do Java, you can contribute to Red Hat. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I started contributing, and because I was contributing irrespectively, it was just like when the GSoC period came, the maintainer was like, oh, Kunal, by the way, you should apply to this. And I'm like, okay, sure, I did. And then I got selected. He also told me about the Linux Foundation Scholarship for Travel. When I went to San Diego in KubeCon 2019, I didn't even know about that, but my GSoC mentor told me about it. So I learned a lot just while contributing. I was just like, I just want to get started. So won't waste too much of your time on this. I did a podcast with Logan, who works at Google, around Google Summer of Code. Make sure you check that out. It's quite detailed. But start early, start today. Pick your organization. Just get started with it. I don't have anything prepared for this video. It's like whatever's coming in my mind, I'm just sharing it. So I'll share some quick tips as well. Before I forget, don't pick too many organizations. I mean, if you have the time, sure, but I'm pretty sure you're busy with your university or your job or whatever. So just pick one organization and start contributing to maybe 1 or 2 projects in that organization. That organization has to be really good. I mean, something that is being used by people around the world, because especially if you want it to be good impact on your resume, it helps if you're contributing to big projects like Kubernetes, for example. So you can just pick nice projects. But other than that, whatever interests you, I think that's more important. Another question people will ask, Kunal, how do I find these organizations? It's all on the Google Summer of Code website. Another question people ask, how do I know which organization will get selected? An organization that is getting selected for the past few years, high chances it will get selected this year. But even if it doesn't get selected and it's a really popular project, you will still get all the benefits of Google Summer of Code and other things. I know the money can be a bit, lucrative. Like, okay, I'm getting $3,000, $5,000 in cash. I used to be like that as well because I was broke when I was a kid. Trust me, in the long run, it doesn't matter. I don't even remember what I used it for. I think I got a Mac or something. In the long run, it doesn't. I'm now running hackathons where we are giving away $20,000 in cash. So see how far I've grown, and I graduated like 2-3 years ago. So my money is fine. What's more important is contribute to a nice project, build your resume, have that baseline in your career that will help you grow in your field. And I mean, obviously, I mean, money is important, especially if you come from a not so wealthy background and you need the money. Then $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 is a lot of money. But yeah, if you want to win prizes, check out We Make Devs. Like I mentioned, we're running a hackathon with Moshia. We're running a hackathon this weekend as well. You can find it on the website. $20,000 in cash. Next week with Moshia, $3,000 in cash. Awesome event. You're going to learn how to build backend systems with AI. So check it out. Register if you haven't already, solo or in a team. Register solo as well. Have fun. So that's tip number 1. Start early. I shared how to pick projects. I shared how to do everything. So that's cool. And then tip number 2 would be, this is what helped me getting selected in GSoC. I applied to an organization which was quite overwhelming for a lot of people, like Kubernetes. A lot of people were like, you know how students are, they just do web development and whatever. Not a lot of people were doing Kubernetes. It was just me and this other guy working on it. We both applied and we both got selected. So I think that was a good call on my end, because then I got introduced to Kubernetes, and you know, rest is history. I now work with Kubernetes. My entire career has been Kubernetes and AI. So that helped as well, because there was no competition. You know, only 2 of us applied, both of us got selected. So if you find an upcoming technology or something like that in Google Summer of Code organization, something that is being used by people around the world, and you're like, no, this is too difficult, I'm not going to be contributing to this, I can't do it, I would say do it. Your chances would probably increase, because not many people will apply to it because they feel like it's difficult. So a lot of students apply for like web development projects and things like that, and mobile development projects. So that's that. Those are my 2 tips. I mean, that's what helped me. But yeah, it's not an internship at Google. You don't increase your chances of working at Google. If someone tells you like Google is going to hire via Google Summer of Code, that's a lie. That's not true. Obviously it helps, but you don't have to do Google Summer of Code in order to get that recognition from Google. Even if you're contributing to any nice project apart from Google Summer of Code, Google is still going to value that. So don't worry about it. You can still put that on your resume, which is why I say don't worry about getting selected in GSoC. Just think about, these organizations are looking for beginners to contribute, and that is why it's a really nice thing, even if you don't get selected, because you know at least you will get that attention. If you go into the Kubernetes community right now, you want to contribute to Kubernetes, because that organization is like one of the largest projects in the world, people feel like it's not going to be easy to contribute. But if you think about it, they take part in like GSoC, they take part in LFX mentorship and outreach and whatnot, I don't know. So biggest project in the world, easiest project to get into. Overwhelming, yes, but people will help you and mentors will help you, maintainers will help you. That is what I would recommend, my 2 tips. Little brain dump I will do on you right now. Some quick tips. By the way, if you haven't registered for the event, the Hackathon Moshia event, please do so. Share with your friends as well. And once you register, share it on socials also. It will help me quite a lot to run more of these amazing hackathons for free for you. Quick tips. Don't treat it like a competition. Some people are like, oh no, I want to get my PR merged, I will not get their PR merged or whatever. No. If you actively help people in the community, the maintainers will see that, so they will appreciate that. If you review someone else's code, if someone is already assigned a pull request, don't just make a PR for that. Ask them if they need any help. If there hasn't been an update in a long time, then you can just tag the maintainer like, hey, this person hasn't been working on it, can I work on it? And just tag the person as well, like, do you need any help, can I do it? Don't spam the maintainers in DMs. Always ask questions in public. Do your research before you ask a question. Make it easy for people to answer your question. Don't be like, I'm stuck here. No, just getting a call. Yeah, don't be like, I'm stuck here or whatever. Just ask good questions. Tell them enough context like, hey, this is the error I'm getting, this is what I tried, this is what it led to, and this is all the things I did, now I'm stuck, what do I do? Okay, be kind, don't spam, don't be rude. A lot of people are like, oh no, you're not reviewing my PR, and they get angry in the GSoC channel. Don't do that. Have empathy. Don't boast, don't brag, help others, be kind. Don't worry about getting selected, just worry about making an impression and good impression and being a contributor and everything. So I know people who didn't get selected in GSoC and then they were Google Summer of Code mentor. Okay, so please don't worry about it. Money is important. I understand that's lucrative, but in the long run, when you are making millions and millions of dollars, if you are a good engineer, or hundreds and thousands at least, these things won't matter. So please do that. Those are my only tips. Lastly, go to wemakedevs.org. We are running Google Summer of Code mentorship for every single person who takes part in the Moshia hackathon. We're going to give personalized Google Summer of Code mentorship. We're doing it for this current hackathon as well. But since it's now it's ending tomorrow, you can apply to the Moshia hackathon next week, and we'll do another Google Summer Code mentorship. Everyone who applies will get a mentorship. We'll do like a closed group, and you're gonna learn how to build backend systems with AI as well. So please share with your friends, register now, and see you Monday. Any questions? Let me know in the comments, or if this is being posted on socials, comments or reply below, and I'll make sure I answer those questions. And the links for the hackathon can be found on WeMakeDevs as well, or below. All right. See ya. Share with your friends if you found it useful, and good luck for Google Summer of Code. Proposal, how to make that, I'll actually share it in the Moshia GSoC mentorship session. So if you want to learn about how to build a right proposal for Google Summer of Code, make sure you register for the hackathon.